Hi everyone, and welcome to today's tutorial, which will cover 4 handstand variations from Crucifix. So I'm just going to show you those variations right now, and then we'll break it down a little bit. So we've got number 1, two, 3, and 4. So let's look at those a little bit slower. So I'm going to take myself up into that invert, into the crucifix. And then I'm going to find a comfortable space for my hands, so I don't want to be too close to the pole for this first variation, which is a handstand butterfly. And I want to make sure the fingers are spread nice and wide, and I'm really distributing the weight evenly throughout my hands. So I have my left leg in front of the pole, so that means I release my right leg. And if you notice, my chest is not in contact with the pole. Yours might be when you first start this, these handstands, but that's eventually where you want to get up to. So that left leg's really got the hook at the ankle, and the right leg goes down to the floor. To release that, you just come back the way you came. So for this next variation, you need to walk your hands close to the pole, and so I'm almost pushing my sternum against the pole now. And if you notice, what I do with my feet right now is I take them both to the opposite side of the pole to where my torso is, and then I take my hips away from the pole, creating this sort of V shape between my belly and the pole. And so it's a big upper back curve, this stretch. So it's actually useful to use as a stretch instead of just a pose, to be honest. And then for number 3, I'm going to walk my hands back out. So you want to go a little bit further than in the first handstand, because you want to be able to get your hips stacked on top of your shoulders so that your knees can come down the pole. So notice now this stacking position. The shoulders are above the hands and the hips are above the shoulders, and with that I bring the knees a little bit lower. And then I'm going to release both legs. One is extended and one is bent, and it doesn't actually really matter which way, but because my left foot was in front of the pole, I'd take that as the extended one. But I'm really just trying to hug the pole with my knees, so all of the weight is not in my hands alone, it's in the knees as well. And then for the 4th variation, I release the extended leg and take it to the same side of the pole as the other leg. And then once it arrives, I want to point both feet. And to release, legs back on, slide your bum down, good Superman conditioning, and find a way to sit yourself up. And so this is the last time through, so you'll get to see those 4 variations again. And if you want to, you can skip back a little bit and go over your favourite one. You don't have to use them all in the same combination. You can definitely just do 1 at a time or 2 at a time, add your own variation. Make sure you warm your wrists up and your shoulders, and see you next time.